Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Tracy Ann, your colorist, and my hope is to let you fall in love with the magic of colors. Let's begin. How are you doing today? I am definitely going to do a swatch for you from the color page that I've done on the Mermaid on the Seahorse from Camellia, ERRICO's book. This mermaid that we have previously done a color along to, I'm going to list the colors from the ADAXI 168 kit. And I'm going to do a swatch so you can follow along and have it posted possibly on my Ko-fi page. Maybe you might have to just send a tip or a donation or something. But I'm going to go ahead and do a swatch so you can, of all the colors that I've used in the coloring page. So let's get our pen. This is actually a color chart that I have created myself. So whenever I'm doing swatches or I want to do a page, I have a good guideline, and I like to keep doing this. So today, let's see. It's the author's name is Camellia. ERRICO. And it is the Mermaid on Seahorse. And I'm using the ADAXI Markers. So I'm starting with my olive greens, excuse me, number 41 and 100. So number 41 looks like this. Nice thick green olive. Actually looks like brown. But I guess when you do a coat, like double coat, it looks like a deeper brown. Then I'm going to do the 100, and this is the walnut. These are the ones that I use to give that metallic kind of a brown look. And I'll do over this side like a double coat so you can see how dark it can get. Then I'm going to jump in with my 179. This is my aqua mint. This is actually what I think I used to do the outline in, 179. I'm doing it like this so when I post it, you actually have enough visual to see the difference instead of doing them bunched up together like in each square, each circle. I'm going to go ahead and do a double shade over this side just so you can see how dark it will get. Then I'm going to jump in with my browns. It is in no particular order. I'm just taking a color and working with it. So I have 21. So let's do 21, 96, 101, 102, and 103. I really enjoy using the browns in my piece. I was trying to go for a dark girl, dark mermaid, just to see how the browns would work. And I tell you, at first I was a little bit worried that I've chosen the wrong shade. But when I started applying it, it literally turned out really well. Just a little bit more blending and finessing, and it will work. I mean, it's like painting. It's like painting. The more you play around with it, the more you will understand how to use it better. This 96 is really dark. Great for shading. 101. And this is my yellow ochre, or ochre, whichever way you pronounce it. Or yellow ochre. Yellow ochre is a very popular brown to go to. It's like people use it and burnt sienna most of the time. And this is my 102, my raw umber. And we're gonna go this side just to see how dark my raw umber can get. I hope it's making a big difference when I do the shading on one side, the double layer. It might not look that fantastic as over the camera, but when I scan it 103, I'm going to see if it actually give a true picture or representation of the colors, actual coloring. Okay, I'm going to go this side. But the main idea is to have fun. Oh, by the way, I'm using just a cardstock, not watercolor paper. This is just plain cardstock. Let's see. And it does bleed through. So these markers are really juicy. This is actually not an extremely thick cardstock, maybe 1.5 times the regular printer paper. But this cardstock is thin, and these markers are very, very juicy. So even though I did use it in my mermaid manga mermaid book, it did bleed through. Okay, I'm going to come on in with my pinks, or pink and red. This is it's called Fluorescent Coral Red. 121. And then I'm going to just jump in with my pinks. So my 98, sorry, 89, 17, and 135. And let's color these in. Let's do our fluorescent coral red. This is beautiful. It's not a cardinal red, but a pinkish kind of a red. In my eyes, it's still beautiful. Let's go with our 89, which is our pale purple. Sometimes the covers look like pink, but it says pale purple, so that's why I don't go by colors. I just go by the number, because when I want to do a picture or an image, I just use the tip, or I use my chart to give me an idea as to what I want to add to the page. I'm not, you can tell the bleeding outside, even though I'm not being very careful, but you can tell that it does spread. That means the marker itself is very, very liquidy, juicy, as they would call it. It's filled, and it will bleed. Not much, just if you're too close. You just have to finesse it, like learn how to use it. If you stay, not if you don't go exactly. I'll try this one and show you. This is my 135 pale cherry pink. If you go within the line but leave a little bit of space for bleeding, there, see how it stays inside? I think it will definitely cover it if you don't go exactly on the line, but a little bit away. See how it's spreading? That will keep it within the line. But if you go directly on the line, it will bleed through. So that means it's very juicy. You want markers that are juicy, not dried up and have a short lifespan, because that means you'll have to buy again very shortly. Okay, let's jump in with my green. I have 52, 2, 4, 5. Okay, 52, 56, 43, 172, and 167. Okay. 52 is deep green. I just use a laminated sheet just to, it's got paint on it, just to keep my table from being inked up. So you probably want to do that too, just to help you keep your surface area nice and clean, instead of having ink all over. Nice deep green. It's called dark deep green. And 56 mint green. Wow, this mint green is definitely, this would look like a deep green, like a forest deep green. But it says mint green, so be careful of the shades that you're using. That's why you do a swatch, because it gets nice and deep. And this is 50, I can't even see my writing. That was 56. Let's write it over. Wow, that is deep. Okay, let's do 43. That's a deep olive green. Let's see how deep this one is. deep, but not as deep as the mint green. 172 is the spectrum green. Okay, I totally applaud them for these names that they come up with, because I'd be just stuck at 2 shades. So this is 167 pale green light. All right, we're getting there. It's a big difference when you're just adding colors and, you know, making some magic. You just go all out and don't realize how many colors you're actually using and how many layers, but it's what makes the project, right? Okay, let's jump in with my purples and lavender looking ones. So we'll do 2, 4, 6, 7, 85, 83, 145, 77, 178. Okay, we're almost there. Our 87 is Azalea purple. Beautiful. This might get nice and juicy too. And nice. It's close to like a red, close to like a wine, but it's in the purple looking. This is what it looks to me like, a red wine. It doesn't get too dark apart from the original color unless you layer it 2 or 3 times and you actually see how dark it is, but it's not that dark. It's juicy. 85, and this is the vivid purple. The vivid purple is a lot more deeper than that one over there, the 87. A lot deeper, dark. Then we have the 83, which is basic lavender. Let's see how dark lavender will get. Not too dark. And then we have 145 pale lavender. This is beautiful, pale lavender. Not too deep, but 1 shade enough. You can see a difference. 77 pale blue. This is pale blue, right? Okay. As I said, with the lighter colors, not too deep. You just see like a slight difference in deep if you do 2 layers. Okay, and this one, 178, is Cool Shadow. I like that name, Cool Shadow. Okay, let's do this side. Yep, still made a shadow. A very pale shadow, but it's all right. Then I'm gonna jump in with my blues. We have 185, 183, and 69. 185 is pale blue light. Okay, the pale blue light, just slight different, but it is a lovely blue. 183 is phthalo blue. I've never heard of this. Maybe I haven't been around long enough, but it's beautiful. It's called PHTHALO, phthalo blue. Hope I said it correctly. Let's see what phthalo looks like. Looks like a regular blue. Let's see how deep phthalo blue goes. Can you tell I like the name? Gives a nice dark shadow. Great. And then we got our Persian blue. Love a Persian blue. 69. Persian blue is like the deep navy blue. Deep, deep, dark, deep. Can't even see that number. This Persian is just out of this world deep. 69. I probably need to get my white pen for this. All right, and we got our yellows. 48. 35. Sounds like bingo, right? All right, our 48 is yellow green. Yellow green. This looks more like an olive green to me, but they say it's yellow green, so I'll say yellow green. And a little shade deeper, but not much. Our lemon yellow is our number 35. Lemon yellow looks a bit orangey, but it's lemon and it's yellow. So we'll stick with that. You can definitely see a difference in the shading. And we got our grays and our colorless blend. We have G1, G1, and G3, G3, and we got our, well, colorless blender. There's nothing in it, but sure, or 0. It doesn't have a color. That's why it's called colorless. This is green gray, or G1 is green gray. I do like the shades of grays that they have, though. It's really different. And I like, when I put it on the seahorse, I was wondering if it would do justice, and it stood the test. It passed. Beautiful. This is our G3, or green gray. There are 2 green grays. GG1 and GG2, 3. Okay. Got distracted there. The GG3 though, GG1 and GG3 is a bit darker. GG1 is lighter, GG3 is darker, and it also gives a good blend with 2 layers. And our colorless. I did say it's colorless, did I? It's 0. All you see is just, it's like a slight cream. Just a slight cream. You would not even notice, but let me pull it up closer. Just a slight cream, see? Just so ever so slight. So this is what all the colors look like. Okay. All right, I will post this, and these are all the colors that I used in this spread. Right, this is all the colors that I've used there. And I would say that I do like how my mermaid and her seahorse came out. I am a mermaid girl. Yes, I do love a mermaid. I've drew a few mermaids, but I really like mermaids. So I hope you will color along. You might find this, be able to find it on my Ko-fi page, and you may have to leave a tip or something. I don't know, maybe not, but I will post it. So I just want to say thank you and color along.